In this video, we are going to learn the process of finding the coordinates of points where a line intersects a circle. So we have an equation of a circle, that is x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 0. That is the circle equation. And equation of a straight line is 3x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. For example, if you have a circle like this here and one line I am drawing. So this line is intersecting the circle at 2 points. So there are various scenarios. For example, like line, sometimes it will be outside the circle, so no point of intersection. Sometimes the line will just touch the circle. So then it becomes a tangent just to one point of contact we have, right? And that line, sometimes it will pass through the circle at 2 different points. So those 2 points are the points of intersection. And in fact, this line is called as a secant, right? When it is intersecting the circle at 2 different points, it becomes a secant. Like here, no intersection. Touching means it is a tangent, and intersecting at 2 different points, that will be secant. But here we have to solve those 2 equations to find these 2 points of intersections. Alright, so we have equation of a line, that is 3x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Now I'll try to write this in the slope intercept form, like y is equal to mx plus b, so that value of y I'll substitute in the given equation of the circle. I'll show you. This is 3x plus y plus 2 is equal to 0. Alright, now I have to take away 3x, so minus 3x, and also I'll take away 2 from the left hand side. So on the right hand side also I'll subtract 3x and subtract 2. So we get on this, I'll have this 3x and 3x got cancelled, 3x minus 3x. So bring down only that y, and 2 and negative 2 got cancelled, is equal to 0 minus 3x minus 2 is just minus 3x or negative 3x minus 2. So now we have y is equal to 3x minus 2. Now this value of y, this y is equal to 3x minus 2, I'll substitute in the given equation of a circle. Remember, we are trying to find what are those 2 points of intersections. Okay, now what is the equation of the circle? That is x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 100. Okay, now the value of y, this y is equal to negative 3x minus 2. I'll plug in it here in the equation of the circle. So it becomes x plus 5 whole square plus this y is how much? Negative 3x minus 2. That is this y. I replaced that y with this whole thing, 3x minus 2. Minus 3 is already there in the equation of the circle. Then its whole square also. and on the right hand side you have 100. So this y is replaced by negative 3x minus 2. So I wrote here, substitute y is equal to negative 3x minus 2. Right, the same thing. Now the next step, x plus 5 whole square plus negative 3x. Now minus 3 and minus 10 minus 3 together, they both are negative, so add them and have a negative sign. So negative 2 and negative 3 gives you negative 5 and whole square, that is equal to 100. Now you will see that from the equation of a circle having two variables x and y, these two variables x and y are now changed to a single variable, x plus 5 whole square plus negative 3x minus 5 whole square. So now solving this equation is easier than having that two variables, right? So let us proceed. Then x plus 5 whole square. What is the square of x plus 5? We can directly use the formula a plus b whole square is this formula, a plus b whole square is equal to a square plus 2ab plus b square. That's a perfect square trinomial. Or if you don't remember, directly just multiply x plus 5 times x plus 5. There is a plus here. Again, negative 3x minus 5 times negative 3x minus 5 is equal to 100. Okay, now use distributive property to find these products. Let us use x times x like this way, right? X times x, x square plus x times 5, 5x. I did this. Then 5 times x, 5x, and 5 times 5, 25. Just distributive property we used, x square, 5x, and again 5x plus 25. And over here, this is negative 3x times negative 3x. Negative 3x multiplied with negative 3x, negative of negative gives you positive. 3 times 3, 9, and x times x, x square. So I'll just write down how much? Positive 9x square. Then negative 3 times negative 5, that is 3x times 5x. 5 will give you 3 times 5, 15, and x. Then negative 5 times negative 3x plus 15x. Then last, leave negative 5 times negative 5 gives you positive 25 is equal to 100. Now let us group the like terms together. I have here x square plus 9x square, I got it there, plus, I can just add while grouping together, 5x plus 5x, that is 10x, plus this 15x plus 15x is 30x, plus 25 plus again 25 here, and on the right hand side 100. Okay, next step I have 1x square. See, x square by itself means it's 1x square. 1x square plus 9x square gives me 10x square plus this 10x plus 30. 10 plus 30 is what? 40x. 10 x's are added to 30 x's to give you 40 x's. This is x. Okay, then I have plus 25 plus 25 is 50, and that is equal to 100. Alright, now I can do one of these two things. I either divide everything by 10 because 10 is the greatest common divisor, or I'll move this 100 to the right hand side. Okay, let us do that part. That is, subtract 100 on both sides gives me how much? Cancel off. I'll do it. This is cancel off 100 and 100. That's a 0 on the right hand side. Now on the left hand side, bring down 10x square and bring down 40x, and 50 minus 100 gives you negative 50 or minus 50. So now I will divide. We can divide every term by 10 because the 10 is the greatest common divisor. I'll divide by 10, divide by 10, divide by 10, and even the right hand side also divide by 10. So 10 and 10 cancelled off. You have x square, that is 1x square. 40 and over 10 is how much? 40 divided 10 is 4x, and here you have minus 50 divided 10 gives you negative 5. This is equal to 0. Now we have to solve for the value of x. See, this is the simplest form you have. Now we have to either find factors. If you cannot find factors, you can directly use the quadratic formula or completing a square. Any method you can do to find the value of x. I think the easiest way in this case is just find the factors we all did in previous classes, like what are the higher x square is there. I can just write up x and x. We need two numbers whose product is a negative 5 and the sum is a positive 4. So give me two numbers. On addition, I should get 4, and the multiplication should give you negative 5. So what are those two numbers? I think it is the difference between those two, the sum and the product, they're differing by 1. So one of these numbers has to be the factor. That here I can see that 5 is there. So 5 times 1 is 5, but you are looking for a negative 5 and the sum is positive 4. So the smaller factor has a negative sign. That's why 5 times negative 1 gives you negative 5, and 5 plus negative 1 gives you 4. That's why now this changes to what? X plus 5. This 5 and negative 1 are the two numbers. X plus 5 times x minus 1 is equal to 0. Most of you have already learned this in previous classes. That's why I'm not going in detail, but you can figure out easily what are the two numbers, right? Like here in this case, x plus 5 times x minus 1, and if you want to verify, you can just multiply those two factors and you'll get back the same x square plus 5 plus 4x minus 5. Okay, let us solve now. Now this changes to x plus 5 is equal to 0 and x minus 1 is equal to 0. Right? X plus 5 here and x minus 1. Solve for x. Take away 5, minus 5 and minus 5. Cancel out that. So you ended up getting x is equal to negative 5. That's one value for x. And other value for x is adding 1 on both sides. This 1 got cancelled off. So you are left with only x is equal to 1. Let me cancel this. 5 and 5 gone, and here 1 and 1 gone. So for this value of x equal to -5, now I have to find what is the y value. Similarly, when x equal to 1, what is the value of y? How do you do that? For that, we have to go back to this equation of a line again. Y is equal to -3x minus 2. Okay, I'll write it down. Y is equal to -3x minus 2. So let me go here. Alright. Y is equal to, I had there, -3x minus 2. So now for x equal to -5, if your x is equal to -5, now what happens to the y? Y changes to -3 times this -3 times x is how much? -5 minus 2. So -3 times -5 is +15 minus 2, that is 13. The value of y is 13. So my point of intersection is -5, 13. Alright, that is one point of intersection you got. Similarly, I'll take x is equal to, let us take x is equal to 1. On taking x equal to 1, y becomes -3 times 1, -3 times 1 minus 2. See, back again in this I'm substituting. Y is equal to -3x minus 2. So x value is 1. This one goes there. That is -3 times 1 is -3 minus 2. -3 minus 2, both are negative, so add and have a negative sign. So the value of y is -5 for x equal to 1. Hence, my point of intersection is 1, -5. Right? These are the two points of intersections obtained in this case. Right? For this circle and a line, they are meeting at 2 points. Alright, so I have a slide here with the online graphic calculator. So this is x plus 5 whole square plus y minus 3 whole square is equal to 100. Alright, this is the equation of the circle and through which you got a graph. Now y is equal to -3x minus 2. Now look, where are they intersecting? Here you have x is equal to -5 and y is 13 and x1 and y5. Those are the 2 points of intersections we see here. Right? Those are the 2 points. Now is the process clear to you all? Like, give an equation of a line, solve it for y, and this y value, go back and substitute in the equation of a circle, then use that product rule or distributive property and simplify the given equation of a circle. And how much is simplified? You brought it into a standard quadratic form, like ax squared plus bx plus c kind of thing, and then find the factors if you can, or use the quadratic formula, find the value of x. And once you have the values of x, go back and substitute in the equation of that straight line. So on substituting these values of x in the given equation of a straight line, you got those y values. Once you have x and y, those are the 2 points of intersection we required. Okay, thank you, thanks for watching.